Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage and the Lohmann Diesel moped. In the previous video with this one, I tried to find the perfect fuel. It turned out that the most basic fuel is so far the best one. I tried some expensive fuel I bought from eBay, which is specially made for this engine, apparently by someone privately. It gave me 17.2 kilometers per hour on a straight road. Then I tried kerosene mixed with 4% two-stroke oil. It gave me 21.5 kilometers per hour. And then I tried normal kerosene, 4% two-stroke, and a very tiny amount of cetan booster that gave me 17.1 kilometers per hour. So the best fuel so far is the most basic one. But I think it would be wise to stop now and see how much I can improve on the basic fuel, the kerosene mixed with 4% two-stroke oil, and then just get everything to run a little better. Because my goal is 25 kilometers per hour. That is what it's supposed to be able to do. Of course, it has something to do with the weight of the driver. And of course, the bike, the tire size and so on. And stuff like that, it's got to make a little bit of a difference. But I think I can make this run better. In the previous video, I had a problem with the rear tire being out of balance. I tried to fix that, but in the end, I bought new rubbers for it, even though it was new. A tire that was on there. It just wasn't in the correct shape, so it was jumping all the time. And because the roller is pressed against the tire, it would press harder against the roller for each revolution, and it's gotta be losing a lot of power alone from that. So I fixed that now. I haven't tried it since, but I fixed it now. The tire is more round than before. It's an old bicycle still. So what I want to do is to test drive this setup with the basic fuel, see what kind of speed I'm getting. It's probably not gonna make a huge difference, but if I can get to maybe 22 kilometers per hour, I'm pretty close to 25, because the next thing I think could be an issue is I can't drive it with full throttle. It's not really a throttle, it's a dripper, but I have a feeling that it's over fueling because I'm four-stroking quite a lot and smoking also. So I think I'm gonna try to adjust it just a little bit in the mixture and see if I can get to 25 kilometers per hour. So I'm gonna attempt to adjust the mixture just a little bit. So here we have the needle, it's flush. I'm gonna move it up 1 millimeter, or thereabout, by doing this little thing. So thereabout. Say that's about 1 millimeter out from before, and reinstall. and refit it. So I can give it even more throttle now. It's still not convincing me that it's faster. Have to see when we get to that straight road. It's way worse. So honestly, I don't really think it's becoming better from moving the needle in the direction that I presume makes it less rich, leaner. So maybe I am just not reading this engine right. Maybe it's actually too lean and not too rich. Let's try to go to the basic settings where I began and go back a little. Coming all the way down flush and then slightly lower. Something like this. Tighten it up. Reinstalling. Settings that gave me 25 kilometers per hour and accept that as the best result possible with this setup. Probably 10 or 15 kilos heavier than the guys back then. But this is 25 kilometers per hour. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. That's awesome. Let's go home. So that was honestly a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much of the sound will be alright for you guys because I forgot to put the dead can on the microphone. That will remove most of the wind noise. So maybe it's not that great, but what I learned today was that it means a lot that the tire is round. Flintstone kind of stuff is not really that effective, at least. With the new tire on there that is not bouncing around like the old one, I can get it to 25 kilometers per hour, which is 3 kilometers more than what I could do with the wobbly tire. So that just killed the engine performance. It was pushing quite hard against that roller down there. Then I thought the engine was running a bit rich. I tried to adjust the needle to account for that, but it just gotten worse and worse. I cannot really seem to run this moped with full throttle. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to do that, or it's just something about the mixture and the speed and going downhill and so on. But I ended up reverting to the original settings, which can give me 25 kilometers on a straight road. That is what this engine is supposed to be able to do. So I don't think there is much more to gain from this engine. And also now I can actually drive it uphill and so on. The only thing I have big problems with is starting it when it's cold. I have to preheat it, otherwise I will get too sweaty. Maybe I should just try to start it and put my forehead on the engine for a couple of seconds, and then maybe that will be enough heat to get it to run. But that's the only thing. It is still quite difficult to keep everything in balance. I have to adjust the compression and the drip rate pretty much all the time, and there is a slight delay before what you actually adjust comes into play, so you have to think a little bit forward. I'm getting the hang of it. I think it could be fun to take this for a long ride, maybe fill in a liter in the tank and see how far that will get me. That could be an interesting video for sure. But this will be all for today. I'm not sure that I will even experience much more with fuel, because now I actually have achieved what this engine is supposed to be able to do. It's going to be a very cheap fuel. It's just kerosene with 4% of two-stroke oil of high quality. I'm actually using castor oil, and it seems to work just fine. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, you can support me by buying a t-shirt with a moped on, for instance. Soon there will be a Lohmann Diesel t-shirt also. You should probably go and check the shop out, because maybe it's already there if you want one of these on a shirt. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.